back. We're looking out the Wellsboro sky cam. Still seeing quite a deck of low clouds there. Been overcast for quite a bit. Even into yesterday, did not have much sunshine at all. But we'll see some of it today later on. Though we got to get through a pretty cloudy morning to start. Our temperatures will sit right now around that 40-degree mark. They've been there for quite a while, and they'll be there for a little while longer before we get a little bit more warmth. They'll pass through back into our region. 40 in Bath. You have 38 to our south in Morris. 38 also Ridgebury currently. 41 from Elmira all the way to Appalachian. Chilly 36 right now in Cortland, and over here Dansville 41 off to our northwest. Activity in our region has slowed down, but it is still quite active over some of the coastal areas, especially Long Island, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and parts of eastern Massachusetts. But we are seeing some of those clouds break a little bit here, but it is going to be quite a bit before we see a little bit more consistent sunshine. We may have a brief break in the clouds here this morning, but overcast skies likely to take back over later on today. Highs get back up into the 50s later on. Plenty of sunshine, a little bit of wind here expected though, up towards 57 in parts of the southern tier, more towards 53, 55 in the northern tier later on today. But these are pretty close to average for our temperatures, so a nice departure from that cold weather that we've been having for most of April here. So we'll have a nice seasonable day with not much activity, so a fairly calm one here for the region. Cloud cover going to be gradually decreasing before we get to around that 4 o'clock mark, and clouds will be really on their way out, so we can expect to see a little bit more sunshine late in the day. That'll boost that temperature up through the 50s. We'll get back up to that more seasonable area, but around that time too, we'll have gusts get back up to around that 17 mile per hour mark, closer to 20 miles per hour in some of the higher elevations. Most of that wind coming out of the northwest. We'll have a little bit of that cooler air filtering in, kind of regulating that temperature, sort of clashing with the heat from the sunshine. So that's why temperatures are really going to be staying in the mid 50s thanks to a number of factors. But we'll see those clouds, and they'll just be mainly pushing in from the north there. There's where that wind direction is factoring in. And there's that break in the clouds, staying more on the clear side going into tonight. But then Monday, a chance of some isolated showers starts to pop up, and we'll see a couple more of those pass through. Again, not too much rain as a result of this system pushing through. You can see it takes quite a bit before we do see a little bit more activity to ramp up. But then there's a few of these showers that do pass through. Not too much again. Going to Tuesday morning, we could see a little bit more from the back end of that system. In terms of total rain from this, and this is from factoring in Monday and Tuesday, you're only getting around 1 to 2 tenths at most. So really not too much rain at all behind this system that'll be impacting us here within the coming days. 56 is where we're likely to land today with a partly sunny sky, more seasonable, with a few gusts that could reach 20 miles per hour. And beyond that, the next couple of days into the 60s for Monday, and we'll stay on the rainy side for the early portions of the week, but it could get cold enough for a morning snow shower for Wednesday. We get back up into the 60s, though, a quick change in store for next weekend.